Dick is the chair.
Okay, thank you, Larry. I'm going to move over here.
Who's yours?
Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. Great example of town government. Glad to see you all participating. A couple of things we just want to go through the procedures before we begin. We have got three positions that will be open for election. They are every 2 years. And we'll begin by accepting nominations. If there are 1 or 2 nominations for any position, then a vote is not required. Both of those names will be placed on the ballot. If there are more than 2 for any one of the positions, then we need to take a paper ballot. And so, should that arise, we will appoint what are called tellers or counters that will distribute those ballots, collect them, and then count them and announce the results. Say, for example, there are 3 nominations for a position, the 2 with the highest vote will be placed upon the ballot. If there is a tie, we will do that, break that tie if necessary, although I think what we'll do first is have another vote to see if the tie is broken. If there is still a tie for the highest 2, we'll do that by flipping a coin. Any questions on the procedures? No. All right. Then we will open nominations for the position of town chairman. And the chair... We have a nomination for Larry Cowell. Is there a second?
Second.
Larry Cowell has been nominated and seconded for the position of town chairman.
Who nominated him?
Kathy Olson.
Kathy Olson. And no one has seconded him. Okay. Okay.
Are there any other nominations for the position of town chairman? Any other nominations from the floor? Are there any other nominations for the position of town chairman? I then declare that the nominations for town chairman position are closed. And Larry Cowell will be placed upon the ballot. The next position is supervisor number 1. That position has been held for the last several years by, where is he? By Eddie Miller. Ed has chosen not to run again. So that position is open. The chair, there's a nomination for Winona Bradsit. That was you? Okay. You got that, Dee Dee?
Yep.
And a second over here. Winona Bradsit has been nominated and seconded for the position of supervisor number 1. She currently holds the position of supervisor number 2. The distinction between those 2 positions is if the town chairman is not able to conduct the meeting, then supervisor number 1 would conduct a meeting. Are there any nominations from the floor for supervisor number 1? Any nominations from the floor for supervisor number 1? Larry. She's already been nominated. Oh, pay attention. Pay attention, Larry.
It's hard to hear.
Any other nominations for the position of supervisor number 1? I then declare nominations closed and Winona Bradsits will be placed upon the ballot for the position of supervisor number 1. We come then to the position of supervisor number 2, which Winona has filled for several years.
I nominate Dick Matrix for supervisor number 2.
I have been nominated for supervisor number 2. Is there a second? There is a second. Because I have been nominated as a candidate for the position of supervisor number 2, I need to relinquish the chair according to the rules of the state of Wisconsin. So I relinquish the chair to Eddie Miller, who is the current supervisor, and he will finish up this procedure. All you need to do is ask for nominations.
Are there any other nominations for Supervisor 2? Any other nominations for Supervisor 2? Any other nominations for Supervisor 2? Nominations are closed.
All three positions have a single nomination. Those names will be placed upon the ballot. I relinquish the chair to the town chairman, who can call for adjournment.
Having conducted the business of the town for today with the caucus, can I have a motion to adjourn? Second?
Don Johnson.
Motion to adjourn, second. Arnold Sharp. Been moved and seconded to adjourn this meeting. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you.